Welcome everybody to this 2-minute techie tip on differentiation again. Learning event generators, what we're going to talk about to personalize our learning and put control in our students' hands so that they can decide what is meaningful to them and they can have a choice and a voice. We're going to start with the iPad, but then I'm going to go to a website and it looks a little funny, but I need to keep the orientation for the iPad like this, and I don't want to lose anything on the screen. So I'm gonna just show you an app that is called Learning Event Generator. And it was created, I believe it's a couple of teachers, but it is an iPhone only app. So if you search for Learning Event Generator, people call it the Leg app, as an iPad, it's not going to come up. You have to switch to iPhone. All right, so Learning Event Generator, it is free. And I'm just going to open it, and it's pretty simple. Here, and I'm going to turn my device. There you go. So I get a little shake me button, but I prefer to spin it rather than shake my iPad. And what it does is gives me ideas and prompts for students or for younger children as a teacher for choices, to create choices for students. So I'm just going to spin it and you'll kind of get the idea. So I'm going to pick a topic and then it's going to give me a way to demonstrate my understanding. So I'm art class, I'm talking about Dali's painting style. Well, how can I explain that or give information about that as an evening news closing summary? It's just a creative, very creative, thinking outside of the box way that could motivate students to really jump in and do something different. Do the life of Bo Jackson as a group illustration on a big sheet of paper. That could be really cool for a bunch of boys. Bo Jackson is a baseball player, I think. Um, so the leg learning event generator has 2,500 permutations. Do adding negative numbers as a public apology. That's interesting. My arrows here, let me do one more. My arrows here let me go deeper. Do the concept of timber. Let's just see what happens. Musical term as a Dear John letter. Ah, interesting. So if I tap that, that's going to let me go deeper. Let's see what happens in Safari. Wikipedia, which is a valuable resource. Please don't be that teacher that says you may not use Wikipedia. Of course, don't use it as a sole source, but it has valuable, valid content that is updated. I read something where thousands of times an hour, and there are thousands of people doing the editing. So it is a really valid resource. But here I can learn more about timber right from within this app. All right, so let's click and do. I'm going to turn off my AirPlay. And then we're going to continue here. So the leg Learning Event Generator app is also a web page, and it's newtools.org. And New Tools, it's got some other things here. I haven't explored a whole lot of this. And this is John David. He apparently, I think I've read that he is an educator, and he has, for instance, he's got a random activity generator for the iPhone. I think that's a beta version. But he takes feedback, and it says, let's see, now generating blah blah blah, get your own editable 20 by 20 version for free. But here again, if I click this, do global warming as a haiku. Oh, I could get into that. Do the concept of gravity as a radio advertisement. How cool. You're giving students a limit of, you got 1 minute. Tell me what you know about gravity. Great formative or summative assessment. Democracy is a concept map. Wow. Glaciation, a storyboard of 3 photos or drawings. I love putting those limitations in there. So that really is it. The leg app would be a great tool to become familiar with, along with the differentiator. And again, this should be in the hands of students, that I don't want to be working so hard as a teacher. I want to give some of this, I want my students to generate some of their learning goals and learning plans by having a choice and a voice and what would motivate them. So, thanks for listening. And remember that with technology, we can remove the limitations of the traditional classroom and advance the way we teach and learn.